Hello everybody, welcome to a great video which will make your CSR2 gaming experience more fun. This is an easy way to complete the CSR2 Prize Cup races. 50 races to collect silver key rewards needed to pull the PC car from silver crates, without touching your cell phone. Complete all the CSR2 Prize Cup races with the Koenigsegg Gemera in an automated method. And no, you didn't hear me wrong. We are going to be completing all 50 races without touching the screen. You will sit back and relax while all 50 races will be completed with no interaction from you. Now, before we begin, there are a few things that you're going to need. We need to install an automated screen trigger app, which is free to use in its basic mode from the Play Store. Then do a few settings, but once it is done, you can use this method to complete all 50 races in the Prize Cup. This event appears on the map every 2 weeks. The Prize Cup event starts on the first Friday of the PC season. The first requirement is to have the Koenigsegg Gemera. We use the Gemera because it only needs one gear shift to complete a race. Our car is fully maxed, and with this automated method, does one race in 7.167 seconds without nitrous oxide activated. Next, you are going to want to download and install the app G.A.Autoclicker from the Play Store. This is a free application, and we will only use the basic version. Do not start the G.A.Autoclicker application yet after installation, but start your CSR2 racing game first. Once you are in the CSR2 garage and your Gemera is selected, minimize the game so you can select and run another application. Now select G.A.Autoclicker and start the app. Wait for the ad to complete until you get this screen and select USpace version at the bottom. On the next screen after you selected base version, at multi-target mode section, press on open. The next thing that you're going to do after you see the long G.A.Autoclicker toolbar is to switch back to your CSR2 racing game and drag the bar to the left side, like this. Your next step is to press 4 times on the plus sign on the G.A.Autoclicker toolbar till you have 4 target circles with numbers 1 to 4 reflecting. The first time creating triggers multiple times, the triggers might be stacked one on top of each other. If you only see one trigger labeled number 4 after pressing the plus sign 4 times, then move the number 4 trigger and you will find numbers 3, 2, and 1 hiding underneath the top one. Move all the triggers next to each other in the center of your cell phone screen, so they are separated. Now we need to specify the timing of our clicks. In number 1 target, touch it to change its value and select a delay interval of 2 seconds. This is the waiting period until the next target click. Please make sure you change the default milliseconds 2 seconds in each of the 4 trigger targets' delay intervals. We are using seconds instead of milliseconds for this setup. Change target number 2 to 5 seconds. Change target number 3 to 19 seconds. And finally, change target number 4 to 9 seconds. Now we are ready to place the targets at the correct screen placement. Please go to the map and select the Prize Cup races. Once you are ready to race and the 4 green numbers are a reflection on the screen, move number 1 to the top of your cell phone screen. Number 1 trigger will start the race. You may pause the race for the second target placement which you place on the accelerator pedal. To place the trigger number 3, you will need to start the race so the gear change button shows and then pause the race. Once paused, move the number 3 trigger on top of the gear change button. You need to complete the race and wait for your rewards, after which the option button to race the next race appears in the center at the bottom. And that is where you place trigger number 4. Please note, during trigger placement, the G.A.Autoclicker is not running. Now we are ready to race in automated mode and watch our races happening. But before we start the races, click on the eye icon on the G.A.Autoclicker menu overlay. This will hide the triggers on your screen. Remember, each trigger needs to be on the correct screen placement before you hide the triggers. Before hiding the triggers, you may race with the triggers visual or hidden. Once you run the G.A.Autoclicker sequence, the triggers will stay locked in place until you stop the process. Once stopped, you may move the triggers, if for some reason one was moved off the target. Keep in mind that you only need to refuel until you have completed all 50 races. The best way to manage your fuel pips is to do one map race when you have 10 fuel pips. Then buy with gold tokens another 20 fuel pips to start racing with 29 fuel pips. You will be prompt to refuel when you have 2 fuel pips remaining. The second refueling only needs about 23 fuel pips to complete all 50 Prize Cup races. The timing interval specified here is for a fully maxed Koenigsegg Gemera. You might need to fine-tune the trigger timing depending on the tune of your Koenigsegg Gemera. Remember, the timing settings delay needs to be set to seconds, and the timing trigger setting function is for when the next number trigger is activated. As an example, if you want the gear change to second gear to happen later, you need to increase the number in your second trigger setting. If number 1 trigger does not start the next race in time, try extending the trigger setting number 4 to a longer period. So, thank you all for watching. This was made for my team, 1320 Pirates, but feel free to try it. Next time, I will show you how to use the same method to make game money in map races in offline mode. Bye!